Hi guys, it's Darren here again, aka Wild Camper 1967, and I'm in my spare room at home. And I'm just going to show you what kit I take with me on a wild woodland camp. So sit back and enjoy, and let's cue those credits. Right, the trusty rucksack, backpack, whatever you want to call it, I use is this OEX Valor 70. Got it from Millets. I think I paid about £80 for it, so it's good quality for the price. You have two side pockets here, each side. You have your web mesh pockets. You have a panel here that fully opens so you can get into your bits and pieces, and the bottom section also opens. In the hood, the top, you have a nice section here with a smaller piece here for bits and pieces and a larger piece at the back. In the bottom, there's a zipped area here that holds the rain cover with two side pockets either side. So it holds quite a bit of kit when you need to carry all the stuff you're going to take with you. Now, regards to the sleep system, here we go. That's the new mat, but I have not tried out yet. It's the OEX Flux 5.0. Whether it's any good, I don't know. As I said, not been used, so I'm going to try this out the next time I go camping. Then there is my sleeping bag, which is the OEX Fathom EV 300. I've used this twice now. Quite a good bag, keeps me warm. I had to do a little modification to the inner part of the zip because it was snagging, so I just put a piece of ribbon down to it, so now it stops that. That's my little blow-up pillow made by Tricology. Good little pillow. Does the job. In this bag, which is almost the size of my sleeping bag, that has my down booties in it. It has my down jacket in it and my down trousers in it. Now, the down trousers I purchased from eBay. They did come from a company from England, Britain, yeah? The original ones I bought were size large. I'm a 34 waist, and I would have said they were more of a 30. So I've had to re-get another pair, which are a 3XL, which is more of a 34. They were from China, so obviously people in China are a lot smaller than British people. And I think I paid £26 for them, so they were not bad for the price. And I will admit, in that kit there, even though it's a budget kit, it kept me really warm the last camp I went on, and it was bloody freezing the last one, as I said, where we had a little bit hint of snow. In here is a pair of socks, spare ones, and a long sleeved thermal top, just as a backup for those cold nights. Other bits of kit I take with me, that's the new hat. It's a Rab one. That's going to be just for every day. Normally I use my quite thick brusher one, and I have this, the OEX, that's going to be for sleeping in. I did have a Peter Storm one, but the stitching came undone in it, so I just chucked it away instead of just trying to fix it. I couldn't be bothered. Hands, keep your hands warm. These are not bad gloves. These are OEX, got a little bit of extra grip on it, and they do keep my hands warm. And I also use this good little thing around my neck. That keeps me nice and warm also. So in all that kit, I am quite nice and toasty, and I do not plan on getting cold on those really, really cold nights. And this is the tent I'm taking with me on my next camp. It's not the original bag. I rebagged it because the nature hike bag was a load of rubbish. It was very, very nasty, and it did not compress the tent down to the size I wanted it to. So for a 2-man tent, that's packed down really small. These will go in the side of my bag, along with the brand new pegs. The tarp, I'm going to take this DD camouflage tarp again with me, and it's almost the size of my tent, as you can see. String lines and pegs for the tarp. They will also all go together inside the bag. And because of the base layer of this nature hike tent, the tub, bathtub, whatever you want to call it, does feel very, very thin. It might be okay, I don't know. They do provide the mat, the ground sheet or footprint, whatever you want to call it. So I will definitely be using that just in case, because I'm not sure what a nature hike space is like. I've never used a nature hike, so I'm not going to take any chances, especially when you're camping in the woods. And the other thing I purchased, which I said I'm going to be trying out, I might as well show you now, is the foam rest tracker chair. 4 get one, might as well. Save me sitting there and trying to get comfy, sitting up and end up with a backache. I also have the Highlander little pad that I use for kneeling on, sitting on, just general use. Doesn't take up much space and there's hardly any weight in it. Also, the other thing I use, which I forgot to show you, alongside my sleep mat, one of these closed cell mats. They are very cheap. I had to shorten it because it was too thick to go on the side of my backpack. But with that and the sleep pad, I do not feel any cold drafts coming up through it. I'm also taking with me, since I started using the tarp, my Lecky poles. I don't use them as walking poles, they're just props. So I will get around to using them as trekking poles one day. Regarding cook system, standard regular gas bottle. I do take my knife with me. That's ideal for chopping onions and bits and pieces. Knife, fork, and spoons in there, just standard stainless steel ones. Gas bottle holder. Regards to the stove, just a Vango, really good, works really well. 2 little pots, that's titanium, my cup. There's a boiling pot in there used for water, not expensive. Think eBay I got them from. In here is my plate, which is from Millets, only cost me £3.50. I have my Trangia frying pan in there, and I have my Cedar Summit spatula in there, bits and pieces I need. Coffee, tea, well not tea, hot chocolate and all that lot that you take with me with sugar. My rock cloud table, really pleased I purchased that. That's a brilliant investment that was. Microfiber, towel, trowel, obviously. One Trekology chair, bit weighty, but very comfortable. So that's the main bulk of my kit, what I take when I go out on a wild camp this time of year. Obviously, it would be quite a bit less when I go out in the summertime. Now, regarding my electrics, standard little front pouch bag, just modified it, got it off eBay, not very expensive, loads of space in it. Let's go through it all, shall we? Right. Camera that I use. That is the DJI Action. Since buying it, that's what I use, and it's a brilliant camera. It came with 3 batteries, the charger and everything else, and I didn't pay a great deal for it. It was used, but it's been spot on. It's been perfect. I've got no complaints with that camera. Headphones, little buds. Obviously, the frame for the camera. Nice little selfie stick, aluminium, lightweight. Obviously the triple charger. The light. Warning flash on it. It's just a standard light. You know what it is. Camera light sits on the top of the frame. So obviously when I need some light at night time, in here is my head torch. So that's what I'm using. Not very expensive. I think it was about £35, that one. Little flex tail pump. You've seen them. Everyone's got them nowadays if you've got one of these things. A must. I don't know what size it is, but that's a brilliant little power bank. I don't think I've ever flattened it in the sense of not run it over, but I mean, you know, yeah, I've never worn it down. And finally, I believe, I am going to try that out. I've not used it yet. I've tested it because I haven't had a chance to use it camping. I did say that I was expecting an external speaker, and I'm hoping the windsock will work on it, because I think when I did the Charfield one, the wind did blow a bit strong and you couldn't hear what I was saying. So I'm hoping that will work. So I think that is everything. Basically, apart from water, obviously, food, beer, the essentials, that is what I take on a wild camp when I go out this time of year when it's cold and chilly. So anything else is just more weight that I shouldn't take. So I do try to restrict how much water I take and how much food I take. Obviously, you don't want to add too much weight, because this lot must, I think it's about 14 kilograms in weight with all of it. So it's not too heavy. Right, I'm now going to cram all this back in the bag, and I'm not going to film that, okay? You don't want to see me trying to pack this all back in. So give it a thumbs up if you like what you've seen. Feel free to add some comments. Any suggestions that you want to put, go for it. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, and I will see you guys when I do my next wild camp, and you will see me setting up all this kit. So I hope you like it so far. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Oh, and before I go, that's it. Fully packed up. It's all in there, believe it or not. And this will just strap on the front. Total weight, without water, without food, without the essentials, here, 14 kilograms. So yeah, you're talking, say 18 kilograms tops, which is about average for me. So not bad really. That's it. Final piece. It is definitely buy now. All right, so catch you again soon.